Good, thank you.
Good.
Superman pendant there, I like
my
that.
Superman pendant. I have a Transformer Optimus Prime one that I'll be wearing as well. So this is day one.
It's
Superman.
good to lead off with the Man of Steel.
Absolutely. I'm standing here with Chris Bagan. He composed Men in Black International. First of all, being a part of that franchise, how was that composing for that film?
First of all, it was part of an established franchise that I grew up loving, and so
of course
there's a certain level of I get to do what, and then the fact that there was already certain iconic thematic elements involved with it. So coming into play in that playground with stuff that Danny Elfman had originally developed.
Yeah.
97, I think, or whatever.
97, yeah.
Right. Hey. So it was really fun to get to do that and sort of bring it into now. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Chris Hemsworth, and like the most beautiful person on the whatever. I'm just jealous. But
there's a little bit of jealousy there.
A little bit of jealousy. We're about the same height, but yeah, he wins.
He wins.
Yeah.
Can't be Thor.
No. So yeah, it was just really fun to come in and try to bring that into now. Really fun.
One of the things I've always loved about with music composition and music composers when I had them on the podcast is just how they get into that realm of reality of making the music for those scenes. Like I'm always loving to pick their brains. Like how do they think like the whole process of this is how I want the scene to sound. This is what I want to make this scene feel like when the people watch it. Like this is what I want to bring out of that. I'm just so enamored with that. Tell me a little bit about that. Like when for you, how is that process for you?
First of all, it's not necessarily always about how I want to do it, right? And it's not necessarily how do I want to present this. Yes, I have a point of view, and hopefully they're hiring me for that point of view.
Yeah.
But it's really, what is the story being told? What is the story what's being said, or is there subtext involved or is the music providing that subtext? And so getting inside of understanding what is the scene about, what is the purpose of it being here, what is it saying, and then trying to find a musical way to represent that, whether with pace or whether with emotion or whether it's an important thematic moment. So just getting in there and hopefully being a bit of a dramatist, understanding what is the drama of what's happening, and then our job is to figure out how to tell that story with music.
You kind of touched on it because I feel that obviously when you see like the actors on the screen, it kind of maybe changes it a little bit. Like you had maybe like this idea where to go with it with the music, but then all of a sudden you see how it plays out. Oh, let me change this a little bit. Let's make it this way instead. I think that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, and there's never one right way to do it. And you can come in and there can be 4 or 5, any number of right ways to score a scene. And so that it becomes a collaborative effort, because it's never just, again, not what I want it to do. What is the director feeling? How was it cut? What was the editing? There's all sorts of considerations to it. And again, finding what is the story collaboratively is just really, and a lot of times I get it wrong on the first time, or even if it's not wrong, it's just different. And so then it's, what's a different way to approach, and then what's a different way to approach that? And it's just a matter of finding what resonates the most in a collaborative way, because it's a collaborative effort. It's never just what I want to do.
It's not what I want, it's what the whole thing represents, pretty much.
Customer service industry.
Of course. Not like I wouldn't understand that at all. Is this your first Comic-Con experience for this, or you've been a part of this before?
I've been a part of this before.
Yeah.
But first post-COVID.
This first overall for us here. So this is
Welcome.
this is still a unique experience for us, and getting the chance to talk to you guys, especially the music composers that help make the scenes in films and television. It's such an experience for me, because I'm always going like, whenever I hear that music, I'm going like, that heightens the scene, that gets me in tune with it. It's like, yes, the acting is great, but the music behind it makes it even more powerful.
Yeah, and I think they say that good music can elevate a scene or elevate a show or a movie. I agree, but I also think that a good show, a good story, a good performance can elevate the music as well.
Yeah.
So finding the way for again the synergy between the two, when it works and when there's that electricity that it's working, that's when it's. There are a lot of hours. There's a lot of parts about the job that can suck sometimes, but
sure.
But those moments where it's working, there's just a certain exhale that happens, and wow, it's really powerful.
This is amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time out, Chris Bacon, everybody.
Thank you.